there, friends. PsySquatch here. Today, we're here on the Slaughtercraft server, and the goal is we're gonna make a brand new, awesome, super cheap wool farm. So what are we waiting for? Let's go.
What?
Alright, now before we get into building the farm, here's what I'm thinking. This is already a very simple and efficient farm, but as always, we are going to try to make it just a little bit bigger and a little bit better. What do we need here? Let's grab. Okay, so here's the plans. First, we're gonna need a plot of grass, and then we're gonna place down a redstone torch, place down a dispenser on top of that redstone torch, and then on the grass, we're just gonna place a block. And when I say block, I mean redstone dust. And then that redstone dust needs to be a circle, and I will explain that later. And you're not gonna believe it, peeps, but that's literally it. That's the farm. Now wait, I know, you're probably like, wait a second, this is too simple, this is too easy, why would I want to even continue watching? Well, I don't know, we're gonna make it better. Jeez, come on, just hang tight and watch it for a little bit, man. Now I already know what you're wondering. How can you be excited for something that is so simple? Well, let me explain. So the reason why I'm excited for this design is because we don't have to clutter it up with hoppers and comparators and repeaters and chests, all the things that, you know, impact our server performance. Instead, what we can do is, instead of needing an observer to like read the sheep or read the block to make sure that it updates from dirt to grass, instead, this redstone dust is all that we need to actually trigger the dispenser. So it doesn't detect when the grass turns to dirt, but when the dirt turns to grass, it will actually cause this redstone torch to do a burnout, which will then trigger this dispenser like 8 times. So theoretically, this farm would actually support up to 8 sheep in 1 square, but that would kind of negatively impact its efficiency because sheep will need to eat grass to replenish their wool. And so if there's 8 sheep on 1 block, there's only 1 block of grass for, you know, 1 of the sheep to eat, which is the reason why that would not work. So instead, hold on, gotta sleep. So instead, we're going to give 6 sheep their own spots, and then we're just going to squeeze them in just a little bit so that all 6 of their blocks intersect this block, meaning that this dispenser will be able to shear all 6 of them. Now, I know it's a little difficult to visualize when we don't have any sheep here, but you know what? I'll explain it later on once we actually have it built. Now, as for how we're going to collect the resources, that is also a really fun thing with this design. Do we have a sheep anywhere around here? Oh, there you are. Now, the cool thing about sheep is when you shear them, instead of their drops coming out like out the bottom of the entity, the wool always originates right here at the top of the sheep. So here, just stop moving just for a second. Okay, see? As you can see, when we sheared them, the wool just appeared right up on top. Now we can use that for a really, really creative way to actually collect the wool from this farm. And for that, we're going to push a glass roof right down on top of the sheep. And then that will cause, once they are sheared, it will cause their drops to spawn within the glass block. And then the game will then force the loot upward. And therefore, instead of using like a big line of hoppers to collect stuff or mine carts going back and forth, we could just basically use 1 water stream to just collect everything and push it all over to the side into like 1 hopper or chest. And that's literally it. That's all we got to do. So let me go ahead and pack up this stuff, and I'll meet you guys over at the mega base.
What?
Now, while doing some research, turns out that this concept I want to use actually has a very, very resource cheap and super efficient design by IanXO4. So, as usual, I'll have his tutorial linked below. I suggest you check it out, because it's very well done. And give me that beacon, please. Thank you. Anyway, so this is what I'm thinking, peeps. Right up here at the entrance. What I eventually plan on having is something like a shanty town or goblin town. And the ultimate goal is I want to make like a little tiny farm or purpose for each one of the huts that's going to eventually be lining this cave. And so we're going to start that out with the wool farm, which we're going to have kind of tucked right back here into the base. And let me show you all what we got going on so far. Okay, so this is what we have. We have 6 different pens set up, and each one of these pens is going to contain 6 sheep. Now, as I said earlier, this dispenser only has the ability to shear the block in front of it. So what we've done is we've taken these trapdoors and we've lined it around the pen, which has caused the sheep to just get squished just a little bit in. And now that causes all 6 of their bounding boxes to overlap into this one block in front of the dispenser. So then when the redstone torch triggers, it will actually shear every single one of these guys. Now, I also mentioned how the redstone dust has to be a circle. Here, let me go ahead and open this up. I actually just have this blocked off so that we could bring in more sheep. Now, the reason why this needs to be a circle instead of a cross is because once we push these trapdoors down with the glass roof, that would actually cause these trapdoors to just flutter open and close, which would mess up the orientation of the sheep. And so that's the reason why this needs to be set to a circle, so that when we push the roof down on top of the sheep, it doesn't cause that to occur. So let's go ahead and close this up, and let me show you how this is going to work with pushing the roof down on these guys. Now this pen, I actually want all white sheep, so this is already perfect. Let's go ahead and grab, we'll grab some sticky pistons and grab that. I have way too much in my inventory. Okay, so here's how we're going to make this work for the roof. First, let's just double check, make sure that these guys are oriented how I want, and it looks like they should be fine. I hate that that one's moving a little bit, but we'll see if that's okay. Now let's go ahead and just place this down right here, and then we're going to place, let's start here in the back. It's not what I wanted. Try that again, face straight up. Now can I just do this? I can, perfect. Break that, break that. Oh, he's trying to get out. Okay, hold on. This should be fine. Let's just go ahead and keep repeating the process. Oh wow, they're really bouncing. Please stay in your cell, guys. Just don't make this more difficult than it needs to be. Please. Okay, now let's double check them. Okay, so we have this nice big gap right here. Perfect. We have a nice big gap on the back. Perfect. And it looks like we have a nice good gap here on the side. Okay, so they all should be just squeezed in just enough that they're all overlapping this block. And that's it. That's basically how we're going to have this set up. Now, for the part that I'm not looking forward to, it's transferring all those sheep into here, and also coloring them. I forgot I need to color them, and I have to name them all. Now, why name them all? Well, so we can avoid this horrendous noisy mess, which I can't even hear my own thoughts. So, how about I get back with you when I'm done with this? Yeah?
What?
Alright, and here we are, peeps. We have all of our sheep situated. We got them all color-coded. Should have a total of 36. We have 2 of every single color, except for white. We have 6 of white because I figure we could use more of that color because then we could dye it other colors and yeah. So we have them all silenced. Wait, what did I just hear? Did I miss one of you? Did I miss silence? I think that's outside. Hold on. I must check. I still have a whole bunch of stray sheep. Oh, yep. That's more than likely the one that's coming from. If not, I'll figure out who it is. All right, so now that we have the glass roof pushed down on top of these guys, what we're going to do is we're going to cover this entire thing with grass just to give the dirt blocks down here just an even faster chance of refreshing and growing grass on top of them. And then on top of the grass, we're going to put another layer of leaves. That is simply just to prevent the grass from turning to dirt, because we're going to put water on top of that, which kind of like dims the light down, but then because of the leaves, it's not going to turn it. It's a whole thing. So let's go ahead and get this grass laid. And then after we do that, we'll start filling up the dispensers with shears, and then we'll see how much this produces per hour. All right, and then we'll just put a layer of dirt, splotch some grass around. All right, and now that we got a layer of dirt, which should start filling out with grass here shortly, we'll go ahead and put down our layer of leaves. Okay, and now that we have all the dirt, oh my goodness, where is that coming from? Okay, that's it. Hold up, hold up. You two, shut up. Thank you. Okay, as I was saying, now that we have the dirt all filled up with grass up here at the top, it's time to lay down the last layer that we need for the leaves, fill up these dispensers, and get this countdown going. In fact, I guess we'll start off with these top dispensers. Let's grab a couple of these. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, perfect. Okay, now we got those filled up, so we'll lay this down. Lay down our... Oh my god, it's working! Okay, lay down our last layer of grass. Not grass, leaves. Sometimes I don't know about my brain. Oh my god, there's more. Let's grab those. And before we forget, we also need to get the bottom dispensers filled out. And check it out, the underground. This is a little setup that we have to help get the dirt to refresh the grass as quickly as possible. But let's just climb on over here. All right, gang, and now that we have all the dispensers filled up, let's go ahead and get this loot collection figured out, which honestly should be super simple. It should just be this little water stream that we have right over here. Haven't set up the water yet, though. So let's do that really quick. That's not what I wanted. We'll set it right here. Oh, shoot. And we'll place that last one right there. All right, so that's over into the hopper, and then now all that we should have to do, let's break into here. Oh guys, look at all of this. You know what? The timer has started. We need, so opening there, opening there, opening there. I think this is all that we need. So then we could just break this block, and break that block. And dang it. Yes. Yes, my loot, all of you. I think that should now work. Let's cover that back up. Okay, let's take a quick look around the corner. All the loot should hopefully... you know what? Actually, let's wait down over here for a moment, and let's just watch and see if all the loot gets spit out against the wall and makes it down over here into the hopper. And it's 12:05. Okay. We're going to go for 1 hour. We're going to just see how much this thing actually produces. Oh, here they come. Okay, all those made it. I can assume that since these are all set up in the same exact format, that means that everything it should make it. Nothing blocking that. Okay. And now we wait.
What?
All right, peeps. It's not really an hour, but it's close enough to an hour. It's like 3 minutes till. Let's go ahead and see. Okay. Well, that's a sign that we're overflowing, so I think that's a good thing. Oh my god, how much? You know what? Let's just collect this. Help me. Let's just pick all this up. Let's take a look in here. Oh my. How much is this? Peeps, that's so much wool. Okay, I may have made a mistake. This might be too much. This might be too efficient. Oh, but there's already another stack. Oh my. Okay, hold on. Let's pick you up. Oh, I'm gonna regret this immediately. We need a double chest. Let's just do it. Then we'll do here. 1,500. Peeps, it was 1,500 pieces of wool. Now, I don't know why I'm surprised. I already knew that this was an efficient farm, but 1,500 is just... I'm set. I don't think I actually need any more wool. I might as well just turn the farm off. Or perhaps it just gives us another reason to make a new shop, which is always fun. Oh, right. When I was counting things up, I found some more loot over here in the corner. And so if I haven't showed you, here it is. That's what we got in an hour. Just an absolute ridiculous amount of wool. Well, friends, I'm actually going to call it here today because I don't want to get too caught up yet with the redstone system in here. Not before I figure out what the exterior is going to look like. And I'm pretty sure I'm just going to have like a big wooden cabin for the wool. And so like we could have the system basically feed the loot up into like a shulker system. I don't know. If you have any better ideas, let me know. I'd love to hear them. Well, anyways, friends, that's going to be it for today. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. I had an absolute blast. Hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you all in the next episode. Laters!